Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We are back again with another episode of Rap and R&B with Ray. Today we have an amazing female artist in the building. I'm gonna allow you to introduce yourself.
Hello, beautiful people. Again, my name, why did I say again? My name my name is G'nece Quari, but you can call me Janice or you can call me Nisi. I am the I forgot the word I was thinking of use. What's the word? Mughal? Is that it?
Mogul.
Mogul? Forget it. I ain't even finna say it. But yeah, y'all, I'm an R&B artist. So yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Bet. We rocking through that or you wanna start over?
Nah, cause that's really me.
That's what I'm talking about right there. It's gonna be a good one. I'm rocking with it. Okay, so let me know how you came up with the name Denise.
So Janice is actually my middle name. I was born and it is on my certificate, Janice. And then Quari, I'm an Aquarius, so I kind of wanted to keep a piece of my zodiac sign. I don't know if people are really into zodiac signs, but I am a little bit. So yeah, that's where Quari came from because I'm an Aquarius.
Okay, so are you really into zodiac signs or you just took it and ran with the name?
Just a little bit. I'm not like one of those people who, as soon as you meet somebody, you're like, "Ooh, what's your sign?" Like you give me Sagittarius vibes. Is that the word Sagittarius? You give me Sag vibes. Like I'm not like that, but I just thought it was cute. I feel like it really fit me to just go ahead and add in my zodiac sign. So,
Okay, shout out to that. So
hmm
let people know how you got started in music. What was your lead up and made you to start taking it serious?
so okay, let's see. I have been a musical baby, like literally since elementary school. I joined the choir. I did choir all through like middle school, high school, and stuff like that, college too. And when I initially decided to actually start writing my own music, I started on my iPhone in GarageBand. I know people out there know this because the girl, I think her name is Lila or something like that. Def Jam,
Okay.
Def whoever was it, whatever his name is. His daughter, she wrote her a song that blew up on TikTok from her iPhone, and I'm like, baby, I did the same thing, but it ain't going nowhere. But whatever. So yeah, I initially started off writing music on my iPhone, GarageBand, and from there, like when I actually got the finances, to go to the studio, kind of get more serious with it, is that was probably like what 2021 somewhere in there, and like yeah, I started doing my thing then.
Okay. So let me
hmm
know how your background has kind of shaped the music that you create and the lane that you decided to go into.
Now, initially, I'm not gonna lie, because I grew up around a very like Christian based family. We always went to church every Sunday. I did want to do gospel. Now I don't know if it's just because I don't know. I'm not gonna say I haven't been through anything. I've definitely been through some things in life where I could have just wrote like straight gospel music, but I don't know. It wasn't my direction. I listened to a lot of like growing up rather. I listened to a lot of Carrie Hilson, of course, Beyonce, this my girl. Keisha Cole, Sierra, like a lot of Disney music, surprisingly, but that did have a part because it gave me versatility. Like it helps me kind of not strictly be R&B, but it helps me clash. Like I don't know, I guess pop because Disney's kind of pop to me.
Okay.
And then I got the straight up R&B side. So when I did start to write music, I just kind of mixed the two. Like if you check out the first couple of songs that I wrote, it was a mixture of like pop and R&B.
That's a vibe. That's a
Yeah.
vibe. I definitely get both from you.
Mhm.
Like you get a taste of this, but you get a taste of that. So
Mhm.
that's a balance.
Yep.
So Disney music, Carrie Hilson. So this is a range here. I mean, I feel like this is a lot of girls' childhood. So
Mhm.
like when you in the studio and you writing and you penning what your song is gonna be,
Mhm.
like how's that creative process for you?
Really, before I get to the studio, my music is done. Like I actually don't like going to the studio and nothing is finished or nothing is like crafted. I take time. I be up at 3 in the morning. Like a lot of people who know me, I be up at 3 a.m. because that's when my brain opens up. I don't know why, but 3 a.m. is my zone. And like the beats or the instrumental rather is like when I hear those vibes, some instrumentals already tell a story.
Mm.
So when I hear those tracks, I'm like, ooh, this sound like it needs to be about some dude pissing me off, or like maybe I'm gonna play Get Back or somewhere. It really just depends on the vibe of the song. So like when I go to the studio, I be ready to go.
Okay.
I be ready to go.
So what's your preference? You write, then find the beat, or you find the beat, then you write?
It depends because I have definitely written the song first and then found the beat. Now it is easier for me to already have the track and then write the lyrics. It's easier that way, but sometimes Yeah, I just be like, now let me find a beat to all these lyrics I got. So it
Okay.
just depends.
Cool, cool. So far in your direction as an artist, have you sat down with a producer and crafted a beat specifically for your song?
hmm Actually, on my EP that I literally just dropped in, I think it was May. No, I'm lying. I forgot when I dropped it. But it's called G'nece. It was my self-titled EP.
Hmm.
And Girl Talk is one of the tracks. That was one of the ones I actually wrote the lyrics first, and I didn't have any beat. And so I got with this producer. His name is HM. He's out in Orlando, Florida. Amazing, amazing producer, y'all. Like, I don't even know how he was able to, like, I sent him just some harmonies, like background vocals. He smashed them together, y'all. And if you're listening to this podcast right now, y'all go listen to Girl Talk because he did all that from scratch. Like, it was really dope. I don't know how he did it, but yes.
Okay, so how is that as a female artist crafting relationships in the industry with like producers or other artists or
Mhm.
engineers to get stuff done?
How important is it
Yeah.
to have a relationship with them?
Or how is it like building a relationship with them?
For me, I mean, just from my experience, I was on Instagram and I found him, and his page just kind of showed that he did custom beats. So I was like, "Hey, I have I have this song I wrote, but it don't have nothing to it." So when I like kind of got a like did a little consultant with him, I guess is what you call it. He was just like, "So what vibe are you looking for?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Like the lyrics carry this, I don't know, like this R&B vibe. I know I wanted something R&B. So I don't know. Like from my experience, we just kind of talked it out, listened to the harmonies that I sent him over and over again, and he really took charge of most of it. Like I was just a little, I just slid in there. He took the rest over. So it was
All right.
dope though.
That's
It's
what's
dope.
up. I mean, I feel like in that position as a producer, when you already got the song, it's their job to
Mhm.
almost become the recipient artist as if you
Yeah.
got the beat. Now you have the right to the beat. So that's what's
Exactly.
up.
Like I can say I play a little part in it, like with the lyrics, and then sometimes I would send him like I had sent him a clip of me beating on the couch because like I wanted the thumps to go this way, so I literally sent him a video of me like going like or something like that, and he was like, "Okay, I can do that, I can do that." So it just depends. Like I got to keep communicating to get it to perfection, really.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So would you prefer working with a producer or would you prefer finding the beat online?
100% producer. 100%. It makes you different. I feel like when I was doing most of like buying beats, just leasing them and stuff off of BeatStar, all of my music kind of sound the same. Like I actually had somebody tell me that. They was like, it kind of sounds the same. I guess like the tempo of the song or whatever. But they was like kind of sound the same. But it was good. It just when I go to the producer, it's completely different. Like the whole vibe switch up. So I prefer producer. That's me
Okay.
personally. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna segue with what you said. You said somebody told you that your beats sound the same and the
Mm-hmm.
tempo was kind of keeping, steady and they couldn't really differentiate.
Right.
How much do you take from your listeners on your fans when creating music for yourself?
I mean, I take it full on. Like, even if sometimes it can be kind of weird and it don't necessarily hurt. It's just I feel like all feedback is good feedback in some sort of way. Even if it's something that you wouldn't want to hear, all feedback is good feedback. Because I mean, these listeners, these are the people that can potentially help you reach higher heights. So it's like, tell me what you think. Like, I need all the feedback. So yeah, I take it all in.
Okay. And I've noticed that you're a performer when it's showtime. When
Oh
you
yeah,
grab the mic and you
oh
hitting the
yeah.
stage,
I'm
you
Beyonce
typically
Beyonce.
got some
Beyonce.
performers with you
Mm-hmm.
and the whole spiel. Talk to me about why you decided to do that and some of the execution points that you make sure you hit when performing.
Yeah, like for one, I told you I love Beyonce. And I feel like Beyonce always puts on a production. Like it's not just her grabbing a microphone, just standing up there singing her song. Like, to me that's kind of boring. Now, if you just got real good vocals and you can just blow everybody away, but that ain't me. Like
Mhm.
my voice ain't like that. So I'm like, okay, I need a little extra splash with my performances, and I feel like that's what makes people want to have me come out and do more shows because I am always putting on something special with the girls. I had somebody tell me that actually. They was like, I love coming to watch you perform because I know you're gonna do something different, like with your girls and stuff. So yeah, that was just honestly inspired by watching Beyonce perform, knowing that she puts on a show. It's not just a show; she actually got some stuff, popping off.
Okay. So how is that as an upcoming artist? I know
hmm
sometimes people talk about how it's hard to garner attention or grabbing the teammates or people to be a part of your growth.
Mm.
How is that with your dancers or maybe your DJ or anybody else that comes into putting on that for production?
Um, I would say it's just a little bit about knowing people who know people. Like my dancers, I just knew one of them from college. I knew one of them from high school. So I'm like, okay, I know y'all still dance. Let's go. And then I met Jalen through another mutual artist. So I'm like, well, if you want to dance with me, girl, come on over. And then like as far as because I know for doing the hall, I had like the guitarist, the drummer, my uncle knew those people. He is into music as well. So he always is connected to somebody who, does something. So for me, it wasn't really hard to kind of pull people in, but I would like to have a band of my own, like give them a cute little name. Like, I don't know, Nisi and the somebody give me soul steppers or something.
The Soul Steppers.
The Nisi and the I don't know. I need a name, but yeah, I would love to have like eventually my own like whole girl band. Maybe I feel like stuff like that is really dope. Like just to have people dedicated to being there all the time. Because sometimes I don't always have my dancers, and it sucks. But yeah.
Okay. Now that's solid.
Hmm.
So what's one of the performances that you had that you hold dear to your heart? I mean, I know you did Groovefest and Friday on Ferris and other things. Like, what's one of them that you really kind of look back and be like,
Like dang, I did that.
this my yeah.
I don't know. I kind of would say Dueling Hall because I feel like, and that was the Jackson Indie Music Week one. So I don't know. I feel like that was the most time where I actually we practiced 3 months in advance. I had never had a practice like that. I was working my girls and we was like every single night we was actually putting in work to make sure that they remembered, or if they didn't know me, they knew me that night, like they knew me after that show. So it was, I would definitely say doing Dueling Hall. We had outfits, like that was the first time we actually got like dolled up and just like it was my show. Like I treated that show like it was my show. So Dueling Hall is definitely one for the books.
Okay, yeah. I remember seeing snippets of that performance on people's
Yes.
stories. So I imagine
Yes.
everybody in the crowd was feeling it as well.
Literally, yeah, it was so good. It was really so good. And like I said, that was honestly my first like big stage performance. Other shows that I did was probably like I think it was Fundra Guitars, like little gigs and stuff,
Hmm.
but Dueling Hall, that was big for me. So
Doolin Hall is big for do ever go
mm-hmm.
to Doolin Hall. That's
Yes.
a full concert arena
It
there.
really is. Like the whole lighting and setup, the way they have the sound in there, it was I said, oh yeah, I'm stepping into my season. Ooh, okay.
Right on. I rock with it. So talk to me about Love Ain't Fair.
Ooh.
That was a good song. A lot of people rock with it. I'm a fan. So talk to me about what you wanted to convey in that messaging of the song.
You know what? It's so funny because Love Ain't Fair, I actually rewrote that song twice. Initially, it was supposed to give the vibes of, and it wasn't titled Love Affair at first. It was gonna be something about me being like just this bougie girl. I don't need nobody. I'm confident. Like it was supposed to be like a girl empowerment song at first. But then I thought about Chris Brown because the beat started to shift me in the direction of Chris Brown vibes. So like I was just like that drinking my cup type vibe thing when I had that going on. I was thinking about Chris Brown when I wrote this song, literally. And I
Okay.
was like, let me kind of be the girl version of Chris Brown.
Mm,
That is really how like Love Ain't Fair came about, like no cap.
that's interesting that you say
Hmm.
that. Now that you say it out loud, I can
Can you
kind of
kind of
piece that
hear the
together.
yes?
That's
Like
crazy.
Chris Brown was definitely in my mind when I wrote that song, and I do that not only with that song, but a lot of songs. I kind of tap into other artists. Like if I want a certain vibe, like I don't know if you've listened to Down featuring Thomas Austin, but that song I thought about Queen Naja. Like kind of want to push in her direction.
Okay, you reading my script here. I was gonna ask you
Oh,
about that
for
feature. Yeah,
real? Yes,
he's
yes.
doing a lot of positive things on the indie scene.
Mm-hmm.
So how did that collaboration work and come about?
Yeah, so he did like he did a video shoot at like Burt's Drug, I think somewhere over there in Fundren. That's when we first met, and I was like I don't know what you would call it. I was like an extra in the
Okay,
video.
yeah.
So I was just like the little girl he dated in the video scene or whatever.
So you had
So
a role in the video.
yeah,
You wasn't
yeah,
just
I
sitting at
was
the bar.
no, I wasn't just sitting there, but I ain't talk either. But I just kind of sat there and I was like being all cute, just acting out the scene, the vibes that he wanted me to do. So after that first like meetup, I had a song and he reached out to me and was like, I really appreciate the favor. And he was like, if you need, at first I thought he was telling me to write a verse for his song, but he was like, no, if you need me on a song, like, and I was like, oh, so generous, they're so sweet. And I'm like, so that's how we kind of, I wrote down and I was like, who could I hear on this? Like, and I instantly thought about Thomas. He's like, I just love the way he raps, the things he rap about. So like, yeah, I'm like, let me play my song.
Okay.
That's how it happened.
So how talk to me about like the values of favorites. I mean, obviously you just told a story of one, but like maybe just why went and did the music video. I mean,
Oh, for
because
Love Ain't Fair.
no, for the one with Thomas,
Oh,
because
you talking about
like
his music video?
right, because it
Oh,
led to you getting the feature, but like some people would stop from the beginning when it was like, "Hey, we
mhm,
need you. Could you come do me a favor and
mhm,
be in the video?" And people would
mm,
be like, "No, I need X, Y, and Z." But you seen
mhm.
it as an opportunity, maybe not even an opportunity
Yeah,
to get
initially,
something back, but just
mhm,
like, okay, I can offer myself, to this artist that's also trying to
right.
do something in the world.
Right. Initially, I wasn't thinking nothing about music or nothing. I was just excited to go. Like, I'm one of those girls, I'm down to do, if you just genuinely need me there, like, I got you. Like, I'll do it. So I think my engineer probably referenced me to him or something. That's probably how that happened. And he was like, yo, do you mind being in this clip? And I'm like, cool. Like, where we gonna be at? I'm that girl that loves to get cute, go out and, make some content no matter what type it is. So well, it does matter what type it is.
Yep, clear
Cause
that up. Clear
hold
that
on,
up.
we can't have me out here
It's
in a
a,
two piece,
it's a,
you know. Mm-mm. But yeah, so initially, like I said, when I met up with him to do that, it was really just out of just having fun and making some good content with your music. So
no, that's solid.
yeah.
So what do you have envisioned for your content, music, and everything that you have coming out for the new year?
Ooh. So now I do have another album I'm working on. My first debut album was Element. And initially when I did that album, I was trying to go for just all R&B vibes, like the real R&B I'm
Oh,
talking about.
deep
Like
into it.
yes, like I'm talking about Mary J. Blige, Keisha Cole, love, heartbroken R&B, but I ain't do it. Like I feel like I did not reach that. I don't know.
You start winning your Chris Brown beats.
You know what I'm
You got
saying?
a little more
Like
pop
I
in
kind
there.
of stirred off back into my pop song with that album. So I'm like, dang. So my next album is gonna be titled LTTA, and that means let's try this again. And these songs are I'm gonna try. These songs are definitely gonna be like specifically tailored to R&B lovers, Ursha vibes, like all of these songs, Neo, all of those, feel good songs that they used to like make back then. I'm gonna try to bring all those vibes back with this album. So
Okay.
when I'm gonna drop it, I don't know. I'm a little bit of a procrastinator, but yeah.
Okay. So when you writing for your R&B vibes, your love and your heartbreak, are you writing from personal experiences that you went through, things that you've seen, or are you just using your creative mindset to be able to pen what you feel like almost an author to a book?
Mm-hmm. It definitely, again, it depends. Majority of the time it's just feelings, it's emotions, just the energy, like I said, that I pick up from the track. And then sometimes, like I don't know if you heard My Way, that was
Mm-hmm.
a single I released. That was true. My
Oh man,
Way. Yeah, I had like I was out of it then.
something serious.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
So if y'all haven't heard My Way, definitely listen to that. But yeah, with this album, it may be a mixture. It definitely Girl Talk. Let me go back to that. Girl Talk, the one that was like the producer, he customized that beat. Oh, that was for real. That was for real. The T was in that song, so
Okay, so which do you prefer? The one that you pen where you create um the non-fictional stories, or the ones when you create and you tell the stories of stuff that you went through, stuff that you seen?
I think those hit deeper. The ones that are actually really true and they came from real life stuff, like those do hit deeper. But like my, songs that really ain't got nothing to do with nothing. To me, they're a vibe too. Like All on You was like another pop song, kind of Chris Brown vibe. That one did numbers. Like I actually had a YouTuber, DDG,
Yep.
his ex girlfriend Kennedy Simone.
Mm-hmm.
She literally reached out to me, like I want to say a year later, and posted my song on her YouTube vlog. Y'all, I was like, I made it, y'all.
That's big time.
I made it. But no, for real, yeah, she posted my song in her YouTube video, and that song did numbers after that. Like, I was wondering why my little YouTube channel started popping up like subscribers, and I'm like, where these people coming from? Like, I didn't even know. I checked my email. She was like, "Thank you for sending it." And the timing is everything. I always feel like God timing is everything. Cause at that time, I honestly can say I slowed down on making music. It was weird. I had started like a new job and my focus was just on the new job. But when I got that email, it was literally a year later. So I don't know. For the people who be ready to give up in the beginning, like please just take a chill pill, calm down, go pray about it or something, because you never know. Like I feel like she was just an angel sent to me to say, "Girl, keep going." When those people started to subscribe, I ain't had no music out. I just had that one song, and I was like, "Oh Lord, let me drop the rest of the track."
The ones you've been holding your
Look, the
folder.
ones I had been holding, and I'm like, "Girl, release this stuff," because now people are interested. And I'm telling you, from that day forth, I just like kept dropping more music, and I'm still going. Like we on a mission, 2025. Got somewhere to be.
Like I always say, stop holding the music because you never know who listening. You had
Yes.
one song out that you had forgot about,
Yeah.
wasn't checking for anything, and
Yep.
it ended up in the hands of a major YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
For them to be able to put it in there and push your platform even further,
Yes.
and now you
Yes.
hustling and bustling. She might have messed around and flew you out and put you in the
You
thing
see
and
what I'm
said, "Girl, I'm
saying?
rocking with you. You one of my favorite artists." And
Literally, and it wasn't even that. It was more. She had used like two more songs in her videos of mine that came from like one of my beginner EPs, which I think was Emotions, or it probably was Emotions Part Two. And I was like, girl, like you are giving me the encouragement and just little motivation that I never knew I needed. Like, keep going, Janice. That's all I tell myself: is keep going.
nah, definitely. And then everybody else, y'all can be that person for somebody else. You don't have to
Mm-hmm.
necessarily be a major YouTuber, but
Yeah.
if you rock with somebody's song and they got 300 views on
Yeah.
YouTube, hit them up and
Yeah.
be like, "Hey, this song
Post it.
jamming." Like
Put it in your little.
put in your reels.
Yes, like support for sure, because that support definitely goes a long way. Like I hate when people only try to do stuff or try to, use somebody's music when it's popular. Like it be people with real raw talent out here that don't have that many people, and you don't want to use their songs because it's not like at the top. Like no, no, I have definitely used people's songs in my little Instagram reels and things like that wasn't at the top, but it was good. Like it's quality over quantity for me sometimes. So like yeah.
Nah, definitely. So you talked about getting into the new job at the time.
Mhm.
How do you go about balancing, your real, well, not your real life, but your
Mhm.
personal life, and then
Yeah.
being a recording artist?
Honestly, it's just really when I clock out. Like sometimes during my shift, if I have the time, I will try to, play and dibble and dabble into a little music or a little bit of content editing. But when I clock out, that allows me more time to focus, fully focus, because work is distracting, honestly. So like yeah, when I leave work, I either get into, like I said, editing or probably writing some new music or having a layout of how I want to, you know, work on projects. Is really how it is.
For sure. So
Mm-hmm.
what do you do to enjoy being off work when you're not doing music? How do you kind of almost reset your creative mindset to dive back into either work or being an artist?
Well, it definitely won't be work because when I leave work, like I told you earlier, what job? Nah, it's strictly music. It's strictly trying to figure out. Weird enough, I'm always trying to figure out the next way to go viral. Like, how can I go viral? Like, what way can I bring in a new audience? How can I start tracking the people that are engaging in my music? Because I think that's important too. Like having a certain engagement or relationship with your supporters and stuff like that. I used to not do that, but I'm gonna start this year getting more engagement because I know people listen, I know people tune in, but I don't know. I haven't been doing it, but I'm gonna start this year. Just haven't because whatever didn't work last year, I'm not gonna bring that into this year. And I had to tell myself that, like, if you really want to see growth and improvement, you have to reflect back on stuff and mistakes that you did all year to not have any progress. So this year, I can definitely say my focus, like, when I'm out of work and stuff, is just figuring out how I'm gonna build, how I'm gonna go viral, and just yeah, be where I want to be.
I feel that. So, with you said stuff that you didn't work last year, you're gonna go back and look at the numbers and the analytics on that and kind of see maybe it didn't trend well, but maybe it
Mhm.
did cause a lot of engagement, and
Mhm.
then kind of craft what you want to do from there.
Yeah. Like even some of my TikTok content, like things that I would post, I would think by using just my music and looking cute and walking, that wasn't it. Like now they're putting like little quotes and stuff on top. They'll say something like, I can't even think of it, but it just be stuff like when he pull up to your house and you not, like you gotta put little quotes and stuff now, because if it's funny and then you got your track playing in the background, like it's gonna kind of get stuck in their
Resonate.
head and more. Yeah, it's gonna get stuck in their head and they just gonna be like, oh, okay, like I F with that song. So I'm trying to target more of that like stuff with my content now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're monetized on TikTok, I believe, and
So with TikTok now, I don't know why in the heck they put me in a TikTok shop, but that is some like I make sales from that on TikTok. Music wise, like if I post anything music content, if I don't have a product in there specifically, no, I'm not gonna get any money from it. But if I include like a product and I have my music on top of it, and then I just throw in like, oh yeah, listen to my song, like I will start doing that too. Like, and actually, you know what, I gave myself an idea and I just shared with you something I just thought about. But I'm gonna start doing it. Like I'm gonna start doing like a product, like try to set a product and then smush my music in some sort of way and just get creative with that. So I do get paid from that though.
okay.
hmm
So was that a spur in the moment thing, and you woke up one day again and got an email and was like, "Hey, we accepted
No,
you."
for real, yes. Because honestly, and I don't know how TikTok like does it. I don't know how they know like who qualifies, but it was a random email and they was like, "Congratulations, you're selected for the blah blah blah." And I'm like, me? Okay, we can do that.
Or you would you consider yourself, would you consider that you were being consistent on TikTok prior to getting the email, or you was just posting here and there, and then you woke up
Yeah.
and was like
Yeah, at a
TikTok
point of
shop?
I was say at a point of time I was really consistent. I was actually going live a lot too. Like when you go live on TikTok, a lot of people will just follow, and specifically a lot of guys. And it's kind of weird, but a lot of guys will follow instantly. So I feel like me consistently going live every night and then posting the way that I was, yeah, that's I guess they kind of seen that I was active a lot and things like that. I don't know what triggered it though.
Okay,
Yeah.
right on. So I don't know, TikTok Live, people. I've seen people on TikTok Live, but
It be lit though.
it be a lot of
Tick,
activity going
I
on
ain't
over
gonna
there.
lie, TikTok Live is kind of crazy because the comments under there, like they literally judge every single doggone thing that you do on TikTok Live. I don't know why people are just weird like that. Some of them need Jesus, but it do help you get a lot of followers though. Like for real, you do it every night. Yeah,
Okay, so that's something that you don't do it anymore.
I don't do it every night anymore. Like initially, I was trying to reach a goal to get to like I was at probably like 900 something. Now I'm at like 2K. I'm trying to approach like 5K, then 10K to get into the creators program. But mainly, the main thing for me in TikTok is really just going viral, like music wise, like not because of the products or things like that. I'm really trying to use TikTok as a platform to just go viral for my music. So
Okay, that's
yeah.
fair. That's fair. All right. So before we wrap up, what would you leave as advice for any upcoming artist that's coming into the industry, or somebody that may have
Mm.
been you 3 years ago, 4 years ago?
Mm. Honestly, just start because I know some people who like they're kind of hesitant with even starting music. I've known people who have like a whole file of tracks, and I'm just like, why ain't none of this out? Like, what are you waiting on? So I would say just go ahead and drop the stuff because I've seen people blow up from music and only have one song out, and they be like, oh, I just did it for fun. Like honestly, I feel like them to be the people who be blowing up the quickies. Like I done sat up here and I've been writing music and tracks, and none of it has really. I'm not gonna say it hasn't gone anywhere. I'm very appreciative of the progress that I have made. I'm thankful, but I've seen people progress faster than me, and they only have like one or two songs. Like so, yeah. My advice to any artist: if you know that you have a bug for it, and you have some sort of passion behind it, do it. Like just drop the music for real. You never know what God has in store for you, so just do it.
Okay, that's solid.
hmm
And where can they follow you at? Where can they get their music from? All the good stuff.
You can follow me really on all social platforms at GNECEEE. It's three E's in total. So GNECE, all social platforms. Music wise, that's really on all streaming platforms. Of course, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, Pandora, all that good stuff. Like you can find me there.
All right, right on. Any shout outs?
Thank you, Lord.
Hey, man. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe. It's free to subscribe. It's free to follow. Drop a comment if you said something that y'all rock with. And until next time, peace. We out.
Peace. Peace.